All right, folks. It is Friday afternoon. It's a holiday weekend.
Yeah,
Friday
holidays
afternoon,
is here.
Labor Day weekend. But
The fourth quarter's coming.
the fourth quarter, no football is coming. That's what I'm happy about. Football is coming. Anyway, who are you again?
The bold one, the cold one, John Colder Ice Lawson. What's up?
I'm Brent Leary. I like that. This is another thing. This is my little uh enjoyable clip of the week.
Uh,
Goosebumps. My goosebumps have goosebumps. You're telling me Prince is on stage with Kendrick Lamar rapping?
I just love that. This guy is one of those dudes. Does a lot of reaction videos on
uh,
YouTube, and I mean he's got over 1 million followers, so he's not just one of those dudes. But I mean, this is something that happened back in 2014. I've known about it forever. I mean, the video clips have been out there forever of Prince inviting K Dot on stage, and they do a little live performance, and of course, Kendrick raps, and then that song. It was off the Crystal Ball CD. It's uh what's my name, and or is it Tell Me What's My Name? Anyway, so Prince is like rapping, but this is with Kendrick Lamar being brought on stage at a concert and doing a freestyle live, and then he like Kendrick hypes everybody up, and then he turns it over to Prince, and Prince starts doing a little rap thing, and it literally blew this guy's mind, which is what caught my attention because, and then when he did that whole thing about Prince and
it blew Kendrick's mind as well.
oh yeah, could you imagine? Come on, this is
No, he
this is
actually told him, he's like, hey, I got a concert. You want to come?
yeah. He didn't expect to be up on stage though. That's the
No,
thing.
not at all. That was totally unannounced, unrehearsed.
And the
But,
people went
that's the thing with
crazy.
Prince. He already knew.
Yeah. Oh well, he knew it. Yeah, he
He already
knew.
know what he
He
going
didn't
to do.
let Kendrick know, but he knew.
Yeah.
And the place went crazy. I mean, it was just lit from the moment they saw. They're like, is that Kendrick? No, because all you hear him doing is and then all of a sudden the light comes up. Anyway, I've seen that for years, but this guy was like the first time he saw it, and he literally it blew his mind. You could tell he was. I just gave you that little snippet, but anyway, that made my week. That gave me a little energy boost seeing the young folks react to Prince and Kendrick together.
Oh, my God.
So nice.
You're so old.
Oh come on,
Oh, my God. You're just, I mean,
you would know because
you are so ancient in
yeah.
your just everything, in your phrasing, your
What's wrong with my
everything.
phrasing?
I'm just messing.
I know nothing wrong with my damn phrasing. Did you? So I'm expecting you probably be a little light today because it is a holiday weekend. You
Light
know.
in terms of what?
In terms of your minions, will probably have better things to do this Friday because
Oh, man, come on.
they might be stuck in traffic or something.
Look, at this point, they like us both,
I'm not.
except for Chris. So if Chris
Chris,
comes,
yeah,
you're in trouble.
with his
But,
sarcasm.
but other than
No.
that, I think people have gotten used to your dryness. So
Is that supposed to? Are you supposed to be trying to make me feel better or something?
yeah, I'm trying. I'm
Yeah,
working on it. I'm trying to
yeah.
stroke your
You got
ego a little bit.
lots of work to do if you plan on doing all that.
I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on it.
Anyway, yeah, it's the Labor Day weekend, man.
Yeah, you got plans?
Yeah, to do absolutely nothing. This is like my last weekend. Well, I guess technically next week it will be the last week before going back out on the road. And I got to shave again. Got to
Thank
go to
God.
the
Now
airport.
that is something to be excited about.
I am not excited about shaving again.
Yes, shave. My
It's been nice
Lord.
being here, just chilling, not having to go to an airport, not have to fight with people getting on planes and scuffling for
Yeah,
get my
that's good.
elbow on the rest there. I have completely enjoyed not having to do that.
Yeah, no, Enjoy being back, I'm sure.
Well, I've already got 7 trips lined up. It's just not going to be fun.
Damn.
But it is what it is. Yeah, it will be fun because I get a chance to see see some people and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to. What about you? You got a big fall lineup?
Well, I just got back. I did New York before, and then I just got back from DC, and I got something here locally. Yay!
That's
yeah,
great.
I
You know
know,
what?
man.
I can't even remember the last time I went to an actual. I mean, look, I did like 13, 14 events the first half of the week. Got another 7 after Labor Day. That's like 20. Not a single one in Atlanta.
Yeah, this is really one of my first years of doing something pretty big in Atlanta. So, other than, of course, the TSP stuff. So, I've gotten used to that.
Yeah, that's the
But,
mind melt stuff. But
Yeah, the mind melt stuff.
why aren't there any like? Where are all the major tech conferences? Why haven't we gotten back to that being hosted in Atlanta? There should be some.
Yeah, you're right. Before the COVID thing, we had a lot of them here, huh?
We had at least we had some. I mean,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to think. And I'm not talking about like the what do they call those Comic-Con things or
Well, that's coming up this weekend.
yeah, but I'm talking about like
But you're talking
Scary.
about business.
yeah, business like these like I'm going to Cloud World. They'll be like, well, that's Vegas. That's like 20,000 or maybe 40 or 50,000. Dreamforce is the week after that. That's probably going to be like 75,000. And then those are like these huge conferences. Why Atlanta can support a huge conference? Why do people come here? We've got great venues.
We do a lot of mid tier. I mean, like,
But Atlanta is not a mid tier anymore. We're like a major tier.
well, I mean, if you really think about it, though, we don't have a new facility for that size of a group.
Well, we got that ancient Georgia World Congress.
Yeah, that's about all we got is the World Congress Center. So either you're going to fill the stadium, or you're going to be at the Congress Center, and the Congress Center is a little bit dated.
That is old, and there's a lot of walking, man. I mean,
Oh man, there's a lot of walking in that bad boy, man.
I'm trying to think. The last event that I went to at the Georgia, like a big event, it was probably bless you. It was probably a Salesforce World Tour, and that had to have been 7 or 8 years ago at least.
Yeah, I'm going to the Small Business Development Conference, and
Where's
that's
that going to be?
But that's going to be in a hotel. I mean, we got a lot of good hotel size things.
No, I mean, if you look at the Centennial Park area, that's a great location.
Oof, man, dude. Okay.
It's a great location.
No, but okay. So, okay. So the last event that I did just a couple of weeks ago, I'm in Atlanta, right? So if I got something in Atlanta, most times I will get a hotel in Atlanta because I'm not doing the traffic in the morning, right?
Mhm.
So I decided to stay downtown. Yeah. Where they have like the downtown, right next to Centennial Olympic Park. But
Okay.
where the big hotel is,
Where the Omni is and all that?
is that what that used to be called?
CNN Center and all that?
Okay, no, on the other side of the park.
Oh,
So you got the Omni on this side of the park. Then you be back where they have Planet Hollywood and the you know what I'm talking about? Okay,
Yeah.
So on Peachtree Street, downtown Atlanta, dude. I mean, so many vagrants. I can't believe how many.
I haven't been downtown.
Yeah,
in so
me
long.
either. Me either. And I'm just like, wow. Unhoused people. Thank you.
Was that John?
Yes, that was
I
John.
was like, who was that?
He said unhoused. That's the proper. I don't want to get in trouble. But man, it was like just so much.
That's a problem.
It is a
I mean,
problem.
for a number of reasons.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm like, because at one point they had a lot of that under control, and now it just seems like completely out of control. You know,
Maybe I don't know if that's a part of it. Because I'm trying to think there really I can't imagine why there's not more activity, big time conferences. I mean, we've
that
got
might be part of it.
maybe that is. I don't know because
But see, I
everything
mean,
else.
so next week we'll see because I noticed that there's a lot going on. This weekend there's a lot going on, of course, because like I said, the Comic Con is here. So I don't know if but it's just
How many people are they expecting at that this year?
Comic Con.
Yeah,
I don't know. 100,000.
it gets
Yeah,
that big still.
yeah. I think it still gets there. Yeah, absolutely. It's
So
still
that
huge.
right then and there, that tells you this city can support that. I mean,
Yes, but it's still at the, the convention center.
wow, yeah, that's
I do think Atlanta is probably missing out because it needs to build something that would really be catered to, or at least redo the daggone convention center a little bit. I don't
that place
know.
is ancient. I mean,
It really is. You go to Vegas or whatever, and they're constantly building new, or revamping new stuff. And here, not really. It's
but
the
to be honest though, Dreamforce is held in the Moscone Center, and that ain't exactly a new place. That's been around forever. But there has been
isn't that a sport arena?
no Moscone Center is a
That's just a
convention
convention center.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now all around it has been it's been
Revamped.
yeah, it has been. I don't know if they've done any revamping down near the Georgia World Congress Center at all.
No, they have not. No, they have not.
But it's so
It's
nice because
still-
you can walk to the State Farm Arena. You can walk to the Mercedes Benz. I mean, it's just a really nice location. I mean, like you said, it's terrible for parking and traffic.
But see, if you're on that side of the park, there's
Yeah.
not a lot to do over there.
Yeah, but you're so close to everything. I mean, it's not you're a far distance. It's a little walk.
No,
to
but
get
I'm
to
saying
that
there's
part.
not a lot. Well, there's okay, but there's not a lot to
You got, like-
house a lot of restaurants, and there's a few, but it's not the same as the other side. In downtown, there's a lot of restaurants and areas you can go.
Well,
I
you
don't
got
know.
like
It
the
is what it is.
college. Yeah, you got the college football Hall of Fame there. You've got
Yeah, you
the
do.
aquarium
You got
isn't
the
too far
aquarium
away.
right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff down there.
Right, there's stuff, but there's nowhere to eat. There's a few
That's-
places.
Yeah, you're right. There's not that many to choose. But
Yeah.
it's not a far walk to get to
It's
where a lot of
not.
this stuff is.
It's not. I mean, look, hey, we do a lot of great sporting events. I think the
Yeah,
national championship playoffs are going to be here. We got a lot coming. Of course, what is 2026? We have the what is it?
we got
Not-
Super
I
Bowl.
want
or
to say
Something?
World Cup. Not
Oh,
World.
that-
What's
okay.
the soccer?
Yeah, that's World Cup.
World Cup. Well, we got World Cup coming here. So I mean, there's a lot of big stuff coming, but maybe that'll be the thing.
I don't know. It just
That'll be
feels
the
like
thing that tilts it back, brings it
just-
back.
feels like Atlanta should be thought of along the same lines as some of the other places where they hold these big business conferences.
Yeah, but I mean, you talk about the West Coast. That's where all of the
Well,
tech
there's a
folks
significant
are.
amount at Orlando too. I mean, I would say on the East Coast, Orlando is probably.
yeah.
And come
really?
on, there's more. I mean, what does Orlando have that we don't?
Nothing. Trust me, it is a tourist trap. But
I
okay,
hate Orlando. I mean, there's nothing. in
I'm not
Orlando.
a big fan of Orlando.
No, there is an up and comer, and I think
What's that?
Oracle is going to make Tennessee, Nashville. I think they're going to make that somewhat of a place
Yeah.
for events on the East Coast because
Yeah, it's already a good. It's already
yeah,
good
that
event.
Gaylord
Nashville-
Center is really a nice facility. when
Yeah,
you think about it.
Nashville's is and it's a cool little,
It's a good vibe.
yeah, it's all right. Yeah, one thing I do like about Nashville is you got live music all day long. I really do like that. It has that vibe there, you know,
And good eating.
and good eating. You can't beat
Yeah.
the eating. Hey,
Hey, look who it is. It's Amber. Amber,
she caught us live.
where do you look? Where do you live, Amber? Are you East Coast, West Coast, North,
Well,
South?
don't get too
Just give us a region. We
yeah,
don't need a zip code.
because you don't know Brent like I know Brent.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Um,
Ah,
Amber, what does yes mean? What are you saying yes to? Where I mentioned a couple of different places.
I think she might have been talking about Nashville.
Oh, really?
Might been. I might have been. I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh no. Oh, she's in Illinois.
Illinois.
Bolingbrook, Illinois. Okay.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Oh,
So, all right.
she made it.
So,
Yes, she made it.
what's that facility that had the big McCormick Place or something like that?
Yeah. Is it McCormick Center?
Something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
It's
One of them.
McCormick Place, McCormick Center, but
Yeah, huge.
that's another old big place. So you got
But it's
Orlando.
Chicago, bro.
Yeah, you got that's like the Midwest place, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Although I've been to some a pretty nice event in Indianapolis because have you ever been to Indianapolis? They have all
It's been a
the
while.
everything is like within walking distance, and it's really
Yeah.
nice.
It's
when
been
it's like
a
that.
long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a
Back when I
while.
was in Ohio. Yeah. That
Yeah,
would be a place to visit.
McCormick Place. Yeah, but I
McCormick
didn't
Place.
even really know is it that close to Soldier
Oh,
Field?
really? Yeah.
Because I go there every year because Salesforce has an event there. Their marketing conference called Connections. I go there. I didn't know it was that. I like going there. It's a nice part of town. It's easy to walk around in that part of town. But yeah,
Man, I'm Cincinnati. Chicago is one of the cleanest cities I've ever been in.
well, if you're on the right side of if you're
Well,
on
I'm
the
talking
north
about the
side,
downtown area.
yeah, you don't want to go on the south side, from what I've heard.
I
So.
don't know. I haven't been over there, but I'm just saying it's very, very clean. They keep that city clean. It's like pretty amazing.
I didn't even know I was that close. Next time I go, I'm going to Soldier Field because I want to go see that. Being a big sports guy. So, all right. So, I mean, what's the place? What's the best place you've ever gone to for a conference?
In the United States?
Yeah, we'll just stick.
Because I was about to say,
you gonna go Australia or something?
no, it'd definitely be like Thailand.
Okay, yeah, all right. We'll just stick to U.S.
I enjoyed that. U.S. Best place I've been to a conference. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say Vegas. I hate to say that, but I've had some really good times in Vegas. Even though I hate Vegas, but I've had some really good times there, especially in conference. It's a good spot for conference. It really is. I'm gonna say Vegas.
All right, Amber, let us know what your favorite place for a conference has been. I'm gonna say the one that I like. Oh, what is she saying? Oh,
TSP, baby.
Well, all right. I'm saying like the best place a conference is held. That kind of the venue or the city or whatever. I'm gonna say the last couple of years I've gone to this conference from a company called Genesis Experience is what they call their conference, and they hold it in Denver. It's not the city of Denver, but it's in that area, and it's one of those Gaylords. It's one of the newer Gaylord facilities, and I just like those Gaylord things because
where they have everything in one place.
Yeah, and they're not. I mean, maybe I have to say that's one of my favorites because of that. I do like.
But I mean, that's Vegas.
No, I don't like Vegas.
But I'm just saying, they've taken a Vegas, hotel experience and threw it in the middle of.
No, it doesn't feel like you're in Vegas. I mean, Vegas has a certain feel to it.
Okay, maybe not, but I'm just saying, there's just having the all-encompassing everything on the same property kind of vibe. You don't have to go anywhere.
The early days of sales of Dreamforce was really nice when San Francisco was like nice.
Oh, San Francisco's not nice anymore.
It's not quite the same as it was back in the day. It was so cool. You talk
Oh
about
my gosh.
you can walk around. There's restaurants everywhere.
Okay, all right, whatever.
It
What are
was-
we what are we doing here? We're reminiscing about conferences. What
well,
are we doing?
it's a holiday weekend. Do you have anything? I mean,
I
there's
always
one.
have something.
All right. What is it? What do you got?
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
A
Go ahead.
conference cruise is nice. I don't think
Yeah,
I've never done that.
I've done
Didn't you
that
speak
several
at one of
times.
those things?
I've spoke at several
I don't like
conference
cruises to
cruises.
begin with. I don't like being stuck on the water.
You only get stuck for a day unless somebody dies. Then
Yeah.
you get an extra day.
Or some kind of worldwide pandemic hits and
Oh,
they won't
no,
let you
that's
back
crazy.
on solid ground or anything like that.
I was on a cruise, dude. We're sitting there, and it's like the welcome night, all right? Because like a cruise, at least one night you're gonna be like the first day you're gonna be stuck the whole night and day because you're going out to wherever you're going, right? So it's the first night, it's the welcome night, everybody's partying and everything, and all of a sudden we hear uh, the the ship horn go off, right?
Yeah.
And you could see all the bartenders and all the people that are on the dancing, right? They're kind of half dancing, but they're counting in their head, right? And so it was like, I don't remember, I think it was either 3 or 4 whistles, and that means something. And it was like, man overboard. And it was like you realize they're not really entertainers. They actually have jobs that are part of the safety and security of the boat. So it was really interesting to watch that. But anyway, some guy threw his wife overboard. And
Oh my God.
yeah, seriously. Right. That's what I said, die because I don't know if she died, but so we were supposed to go overnight and then be in port the next day. We didn't get to make it into port. We had to go around and around looking
Jeez.
for this dead woman.
Jeez.
And we never found her.
That's
You
terrible.
know, it was pretty horrific. And everybody's running because they don't want you to be, alarmed. So
Right.
it's kind of weird. So some of them broke off, and then the other ones were there trying to make everybody not panic.
Yeah, while everybody's like, to hell
It's
with
like,
that.
no, we're not going down, folks. That kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
There's nothing to see here, folks. So
It
don't
was
worry.
so weird. It was so weird. But anyway, the next day, it's like we had to stay out at sea for a whole day, just
Wow.
circling.
That's not good.
No, that wasn't good at all. It
I
wasn't
ain't down
good
with
at all.
that.
But anyway, that was I'll never forget that experience. That's one of my crazy boat.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, do I have any crazy like conference stories or I
Oh,
really,
that's good. Yeah, what you got any?
I'm trying to think.
You
Do
gotta
you
have some.
like beyond a crazy conference story? I'm just popping up Amber's.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a sad way what you experience. That's kind of tragic. I'm trying to think of anything. You know what? I'll say one of the more memorable events that I got a chance to go to, Oracle. At the time, I think they still are, but this is before the pandemic. This is probably like 8 or 9 years ago. They started sponsoring, that what do they call it? The America's Cup. The with the boat racing, the yacht racing thing.
Yeah.
And Oracle sponsored the America's team for that, and they were holding the America's Cup that year in Bermuda, and so Oracle invited a few of us to go down and
To Bermuda?
Yeah, it was in Bermuda. Yeah, it was Bermuda.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was Bermuda. Because I had never been to like one of the islands or things like that. Hey, there's Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah, about your
Going this way.
antics anymore. Did they give you notification that our antics before? Is that what was going on here? Yeah, they are still sponsoring. Yeah, okay, so there is. So they took like about 5 or 6 of us down to Bermuda in order to
Oh, that's cool.
watch it was kind of watch
Wow.
the racing, and we got a chance to actually see how they were using technology and how they were using, like, they called it what, big data back then. So like these ships were generating data, based on how fast they're going, what angles, and they were analyzing it in real time so they could make adjustments. So they allowed us to watch the race, and you can watch it from like I forget the actual facility that we were at, but it was like a club. It was like
it had to be very VIP.
Oh, it was very cool.
Yeah, it had to be.
And then you could go outside and get like a bird's eye view of all the racing going on. It was one of the really cool opportunities and experiences going to all these conferences over the year.
That's cool. That is very cool. Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm really starting to think of some good ones. Dreamforce is in San Francisco every year, and it's usually anywhere between like the first week or
okay. I don't care. Just give me the thing.
All right.
You be giving me so
I'm trying to set it up. So, and I'm a huge sports fan. Huge sports fan, and they took a group of the analysts to, and I think this is like when the Giants AT&T Park was really kind of new, and they took a group of us over, and they had this special section, and it was like a VIP section, and we just had a chance to eat burgers and hot dogs and be right and take pictures on the field. They let us go out on the field, and I was getting these pictures of me
on a game day.
Oh, it was right before the game. It was like
that's cool.
Yeah. So it was like 2 hours before the game. They let this small group of folks in, and we get to go all over, like and it was
locker rooms,
and the food was great. Yeah, they took us on a tour.
Oh, that's so cool.
Food was great, and then you get to watch the game, and then you get to the booth, and you just getting all me. I'm all in on the sports.
Yeah, you're trying to. I used to like those events we did here when we would go to the game.
Oh yeah, that was actually really cool too.
Yeah. We used to get the box seats in the game.
Yeah, I think I've gone to several. I went to there's a conference that I used to be on the one of the boards with. It was called Sports and Entertainment Alliance with Technology, and SEAT was the name of it. And every year it would be hosted, at a city that had a very big sports footprint. And one year, and I had never been to Kansas City before. So one year was in Kansas City, and I don't know if you've ever been there, but the Arrowhead Stadium, which is where the Chiefs play, is literally right across the parking lot. So they kind of share a parking lot, and on one side of the parking lot is Arrowhead Stadium where the Chiefs play. The other side is where the Kansas City Royals play, the baseball team. So we got a chance to do the reception, because this was during the summer, so football was out of season. So they did this really great reception at the Kansas City where the Chiefs play. It was like state of the art, it was just awesome. And then after the reception, they walked you over so you could go to the ball game. So you go to the Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Royals ball game. So it was like just a cool experience. You just walk from one to the other, and it's just a very short walk, and then you get a chance to watch the game and have fun and all that kind of stuff. That was a cool experience. So I got that one. I'm trying to think.
Wait, let me get one.
You got one? Okay, you got one. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know if that's a one, but I like that. Box seats to a Bulls game. Man, that would have been awesome.
I didn't have a box seats to a Bulls game, but Zoho, on their Zoho Analyst Day, when they were doing it in Oakland, they actually did get us a box seat, or actually it wasn't a club, it was like a section for all of us, and it was for a Golden State Warriors game. And this was so cool. So they took us to dinner at the club. It was Oracle's. It was called the Oracle Arena back then. And so we had dinner at the club, and it was just really cool. You could have all sorts of food, like fancy food and all that kind of stuff. But then they walk you through like this corridor to get to your premium seating, and the corridor is like when you watch a game on
Where
TV.
they come out.
Yeah. So as
Oh.
we were walking through, it's like all these like people on the team were there. Jerry West was there, and me and my buddy Paul Greenberg, we literally turned into like 10-year-old kids. Because like, oh my God, that's Jerry West right there. And it's just so cool. And then they walked us to the seat. So we got a chance to stay on the court while they were taking their shots. So we were watching Steph
Warm ups.
Oh, it was such a cool experience. Thomas, I don't know if you were there for that or not, but oh man, that was great. That's the kind of stuff that gets me more than anything, really.
I don't know. I've had so many sporting events that doesn't really.
Oh, it's
I mean,
the experience of being courtside, having dinner.
Oh no, I'm saying, look, trust me, the best courtside experience I had, it was here in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, here's the thing.
What?
It was the Warriors in their heyday.
Yeah.
That's what you're. I'm like, oh my God, I could almost reach out and touch stuff.
Yeah. Well, mine was Kobe in his heyday.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you were there, but you don't remember.
Oh, I remember that, but that was like, and that was all right.
That was insane.
That was a great experience, but not quite the access.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was really
but
cool.
I put it on, so
that
I feel really proud of that one.
Well, we did one for our conference. We did something like that. That was a cool one too.
But they didn't. I mean, it was just the dinner that I thought was cool.
Yeah, you had like that
in the back room. Had the,
yeah,
you know. But here's the one that I had, man. We were at, and this was when it was maybe 2 years old, the new Dallas Cowboys Stadium. And I got box seats.
That's cool.
That were at, what do you call it? I don't know, but they have seats. And they're not even
on
seats.
The floor?
But they have,
Like on the floor level seats? Or?
Yeah, they're on the floor level seats, but they're a little below the field. So it's like you go and you stand there at the field level, and you're like the field's right here on you.
That's cool.
It's crazy, right? And then they got the bar back here, and I'm chilling at the bar, and then some guys come through with like a yellow line, right? And they put a line through the bar. What the fuck's going on, And here comes the damn team right through the bar to go out to it was crazy.
Okay.
That's the crazy part.
So who was playing that game?
It was Cowboys and Saints.
Okay. Did you see anybody you knew?
I was on the Saints side, so I saw
like
everybody.
Drew Brees or something?
Drew Brees, yeah. And I wanted to go boo.
I know. Come on, you're a Falcons fan.
Come on, you can't. I'm like, why? All
right, let me tell you my story. The Dallas, because that conference I was telling you about. They did a year in Dallas, and they were hosted at AT&T Stadium, and it was only a couple years old. It was only a couple years. It was very new still, and they had that huge big screen.
Yeah, that's crazy. It goes from the 20 to the 20. People don't know.
Yeah, that thing is like it was
80 yards long. It's huge. Yeah. And the thing is, that was the freaked out thing for me is like you're standing below it and you can look straight up and see it all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no bad view of it.
That was and then I also, before they even opened the Raiders Stadium in Vegas, we had a chance once again, this seat thing was really cool. They let us come in and preview it. So before they even let it open to the public, we were able to hold the reception in this thing. Oh man, that was so cool. And that was a great facility. That's only about 5 or 6 years old.
At most.
Yeah, at most. But it was so cool to be in there and hang. So I guess I have been to a lot of interesting things now I think about it.
Definitely. I remember when IBM, we were at the other stadium next door, the basketball stadium in Vegas. And that was a VIP only event, and it was Maroon 5. So
yeah, that doesn't do nothing for me.
But man, it was like it was crazy.
I am forgetting the best
to be in the arena and
Yeah.
to be able to be stage side, it was,
Yeah.
you know,
All right. I
they
forgot
didn't let us meet him, but
the absolute best thing for me, because I am a huge sports fan.
I can't believe we're doing this.
I can't. It's a holiday, but I got a chance to meet Barry Bonds. I got a picture with Barry Bonds, for crying out loud. That's the absolute best for me.
Yeah.
This is an Oracle event. They rented out the baseball park, AT&T Park, and they had a reception in the park for all of us that are going to the conference. And they had Barry Bonds there to like greet us,
take pictures, shake hands.
pictures. And he was. Some people think he's very surly, and I guess he can be, and kind of standoffish, but he was like just nothing but smiles and
cool.
laughs, and taking pictures with everybody who wanted. It was just a very cool experience. So that was probably the highlight of all the stuff. Being able to shake Barry Bonds' hands, get a picture with him, and now say he's my BFF forever. Nobody could ever take that away from me.
Right.
So yeah, all right. That's probably my top
brushes. Yeah, mine was definitely Ice-T, and I don't even know
where
why.
did you meet him?
In New York.
For what?
At a speaker conference. So we got to take pictures with Martha and Ice-T. I know, not Snoop, but Ice-T.
Look who's here.
Hey, what's up?
Why are you mega apologizing? You're Ramon Ray. You don't need to apologize. You are who you are.
Yep.
Barry who, Thomas?
Wow.
All right. For that, you lose cool points with me, Thomas.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to know. I mean, he's.
Well, I give him.
I bet he know who Ice-T is, though.
I give him a bit of an out because he was not raised here. So.
Do you know who Ice-T is?
Does he know?
Yeah, I'm asking. Yeah, I'm curious.
All right, yeah, Thomas.
Do you know who Ice-T is?
Ask Ramon. Does he know who Ice-T is?
I don't.
He might not.
He probably doesn't know. But here's the funny thing, right? So I'm all cool about this because I'm not like thinking like, oh my gosh, yo, it's Ice-T. I'm like, this is cool. I get to meet Ice-T. But literally, when I got up in line and shook his hand, I lost. My brain just went away, and I turned into a stupid fan. Right, and I'm there with him and his wife. So Coco's there.
You're there with the wife too, because she's kind of a story unto herself.
Oh yeah. But she's brilliant, really. I mean, because they did an interview with the two of them, and she's definitely part of the reason why he's so successful, and not just because of her body and looks. I mean,
yeah, that's
anyway.
Hey, we got to say hello to Chris Green is here now.
SVU. I don't know what that is.
That's come on, Law and Order. You talk about Ice-T. That's the
show. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He's been on the show for 20 years, basically.
Yeah, he's been. That was a funny thing too. He's like, I've been a cop longer than I've been a gangster rapper. So
that is crazy when you think about it. Because he pulls that off.
But you know where it came from, right? Where was he originally a cop? New Jack City.
That move. Yeah.
New Jack City.
Well, but what's really funny about that is before he did New Jack City, he did 6 in the morning. And he did Colors.
Where he's talking about them coming.
Yeah. And that movie Colors. Remember he did the song, the title song, The Colors, with Sean Penn and Robert Duvall.
Back in the day. Is that who that was?
Yeah, I think it was Robert Duvall.
Oh, I remember Sean Penn, yes. Colors. So anyway, that was cool. All right. Martha Stewart, I swear you would think I was posing with a cardboard cutout.
Why? She
just.
Well, all right. All right. I'll give you another one. And we both were there for this one. I don't really fanboy over these folks, but I like this guy because he was kind of down to earth and he was really into the conversation. Remember when we went to when our friend Sandy Lowe was at Zero for that kind of that one remember we got stuck in Austin with that terrible
snowstorm.
Yeah. So we were there for Zero, and she had hooked it up for me to do this interview with Marcus Lemonis. He was great. I thought he was really cool to sit and talk with. Yeah, I really enjoyed that conversation. Yeah. Amber was right there with Colors. Okay, yeah, Amber. All right. That was cool.
Crazy.
So who at these events was somebody you really wanted to see, but then when you saw him, you're like, oh, forget all that.
Prince.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm serious, dude.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm
man.
serious.
You did not meet Prince, so
you know, here's the untold story, and I got to get my cousin one day to do this. My cousin was head of security for Prince, right?
for real?
Yeah, for real. My cousin was the captain of the Nation of Islam in New York City, and as such, you know, when Prince wanted to do when he needed security, he would call the FOI, and my cousin was the head of the FOI, so he was the head of security for many years for Prince, right? So, at any rate, one day we go to a concert, right? And we go to, because, you know, I've been at all these Prince concerts, and I'm looking around and I see an FOI, right? So for those that don't know, that's the Fruit of Islam. That's the brothers that wear the ties and the bow tie. So I saw one and I was like, brother, it's, you know, Brother Dennis here, which is my cousin. And he's like, yes. And I was like, tell him his cousin John is here. And 15 minutes later, he comes out. We're up in the, you know, second tier. He's like, come on down. He gets us down. We're on, like, I don't know, maybe the 10th, 15th row, you know? So that's where we watched the concert. And then afterwards, he grabs me and he's like, so we need you on detail for Prince, because Prince is going to a club, right? So he's like, you got a car? I'm like, yeah. So we're in the car to, you know, in the whatever, the procession or whatever, following Prince, get to the club. We all get out the car, and then we had to make a line so that Prince could walk through the line. And that's the closest I ever got to Prince. I could have met him, but I didn't want to.
You didn't want to? What?
I have this thing about, you know, I don't like meeting my heroes, man, because you never know. It's just.
Are you kidding me? You had a chance. Wow. You punked out.
No, I mean, you've heard stories of Prince and how he could be strange.
Well, you don't want to just roll up on the guy. That's true. You do not.
Yeah, I just did. You know, and then again, I probably would have did like I did with Ice-T and just turned into a stock raving lunatic.
No, you do that for people like Gary Vaynerchuk. So if I can only imagine.
I have
you fanboyed the hell out on him when you first met that dude.
Why? What do you mean
fanboyed?
How did I fanboy though?
Come on, dude. It's like, how do you forget these things?
What did I do?
When he was still doing that,
I remember that
wine library thing or something like that.
I remember meeting him, but what did I do?
Oh my! Oh, it's Gary Vaynerchuk, man. Oh, this is the dude, man. Oh man, I'm like, what the hell? What the hell?
That was my boy, man. He's still my boy.
Come on, man. Come on. You met Ice-T. See, look, I met Barry Bonds. So there ain't no comparison to anybody in the social media. All right, this is going to be a funny story. I think it was at the first Inbound conference.
Yes. I mean, wait a minute. Hold on. Put Chris Green up there, because that is the Gary V fanboy. Now he's the fanboy.
Oh my God. Well, Ramon is also a fanboy too.
Yeah, Ramon's a fanboy too.
I'm sorry, dudes. I'm sorry. You're
just a hater.
I never got it. I never understood it.
We understand talent, and then of course, when you don't have any, it makes you jealous.
I'm sorry. I fanboy out over people that I grew up watching. I don't fanboy out over people that I saw on an internet show. I don't care how successful they are. They will never be a Barry Bonds.
You know what? Here's interesting though, because I think Gary V is possibly one of the first internet celebrities, because
he's among that group. Yeah,
he is definitely, because I don't know anybody that was like that, where people wanted to meet him just from watching him on TV.
I'll tell you right now. I was getting ready to say the first Inbound conference that HubSpot put on, like 2000 to 2008. I was a speaker, and Chris Brogan was the keynote, and I could not believe how excited people were to see this dude, because I had talked to him. We had never met before, but we had texted, and we were like, all right, let's meet up after you. I said, we'll find a time to meet up. So we decided to meet up after his keynote. So after the keynote was done, I came over, and I was just waiting for him to get done with people. and people just kept coming.
Oh,
And
he-
these
he
girls were,
messed
these
up.
two
weird.
young ladies were like, is it okay? I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this?
Okay, hold on. Stop the press. I can't believe we talked about all of this and did not talk about HubSpot and Michelle Obama. That was the heart-stopping moment for me to
See,
see
that
her on
wasn't a,
stage that
she
time.
was great. I ain't
She was,
gonna.
I mean, just that she was there
Well, look, I'd already seen.
was
I
crazy.
think I'd already seen the Clintons and Barack Obama at Dreamforce. I'm trying to think. Did Michelle speak at Dreamforce? Yeah, she did because
Did she?
it was the
Yeah, both
same
of them.
week. It was the same week. She went from. A matter of fact, we saw her first at the HubSpot thing, and then she went to Dreamforce.
Oh, okay. She was doing the tour. It was the
She
book
was
tour.
hot. I mean, she was so hot because
Yeah, the
that
book
book had come
tour
out or
was.
something.
Yeah, she was
But
on
I
the
mean,
book tour.
Dreamforce,
And they just got out of the White House. It was crazy.
see that, but the Dreamforce just Bigfoot's everything because they had both Clintons, they had both Obamas, they had Stevie Wonder
Oh
who
my
was filling
God.
in for somebody. He was filling in for
He's the
somebody.
fill-in.
I mean,
Probably.
it was
And,
like
and they never could get Prince.
they tried. All right, so here's the rumor. I cannot apparently, and like I said, I am not. This is not anything set in stone. Mark Benioff wanted him so bad that
So
he
bad.
offered like $2.5 million.
For one.
And I don't think Prince
No.
even returned his call.
For one performance.
For one, he didn't do corporate gigs.
I mean, you know, I just heard the story about him at Saturday Night Live. You've seen that, right? Where he comes out and does, you know, Let's Go Crazy.
All
at the
right, let
Saturday
me.
Night Live thing.
We need to talk to Thomas here because
What's
it's
that?
not about adding value to a tech vendor's customer conference. It's about, and it's not. She's not a technician. It's not about that.
Well, I mean, they always have some
They
celebrity.
always have.
She's a celebrity.
She's not just like a celebrity for the fact of being a celebrity. She has her own experiences and life experiences. And how many people spent 8 years in the White House and can talk about it from the purview that she has? So no, she's not a techie.
Well, I don't think she added value to the tech part. She was the celebrity.
No, but that's what you don't have to be a techie. A lot of these big keynotes at conferences have absolutely nothing to do with the tech that the company puts out. It's about the experience that they bring to the overall event. And I think
She packed that damn event.
And it's a unique experience that certain people can bring that nobody else can. And she's one of those rare few that has done something or has been a part of something that 99.99999% will never understand. So having somebody like that come to your event adds such a level of cachet that other people can't get. And that's what they bring to the table.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, and that's why Gary Vaynerchuk has never spoken to Dreamforce. I'm just kidding, guys.
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna get Gary on the show one day.
Oh, get out of here! He won't even remember you.
Oh, there's no way he wouldn't remember.
He will not remember you.
No, I guarantee you that's not.
Dude, when's the last time you actually interacted with this guy?
Maybe 2 years ago.
No, I mean like he actually knew who you were. Like,
he always remembers.
Not me. Like, thank you, Mr. Vaynerchuk. Let me get the door for you.
I have never been. Oh no, that's not me. I think you got that confused.
Do you need any coffee, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a bit of a beef going on between Thomas and Ramon.
What's
all
that?
Right. Well, first of all, wait. Ramon says Gary asked him to speak at what the hell is VCon?
VCon. Yeah, I remember that. That was last year, right?
What the hell is VCon?
That's his.
Sounds like a roach spray. What?
The hate, bro. The hate. It's so deep.
Oh, come on, Amber. You don't know him like I know him.
Does.
He was over there. Can I buff your shoes there, Mr. V?
Yeah, right. Mr. V. Mr. V.
Wait a minute. So Thomas is saying that I want to see what
the story she told at Zendesk.
All right, the story she told at Zendesk didn't relate to the conference. see, once again, it's really not about.
It's not. She's the president's wife, the
Yeah,
first lady of the country.
if you think about she's going to come in and start talking about code or customer service,
Yeah.
you forget it. That's not why they bring her there.
And usually they just have an usually now that's part of it too. It depends on who's interviewing them.
It is deep.
Okay. I will never forget. I'm watching some VP at IBM interview Will Smith, and Will Smith literally just ate his lunch. He's like, you know what? Let me just ask me the questions.
You know who did something like
so
that?
Bad.
Shaq did something similar
Really?
at the Fresh Desk conference, and it's like you bring somebody there, and unfortunately, the CEO did not know really who Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, do your homework. Damn.
Yeah, but Shaq did like Will. He took it over and he made it fun.
Yeah,
and he started talking to the audience and stuff, and it became like a huge thing.
It's so easy to do. If you don't know it, let the audience ask the questions.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man.
But Thomas, you gotta realize that people who speak at some of these keynote speakers at these conferences, they're not there to talk about the industry or the software or anything
They're just
like that.
there as celebrities.
Yeah, and you want the relevance, you go to the side sessions that they're talking specifically about feature sets and functionality and all that kind of stuff. And I know you get into that.
Man,
but
you get 3 days of that.
You need entertainment value at some of these.
You get 3-4 days of that crap. I mean, it's nice to have a breakout where somebody's giving you inspiration.
You know what? One of the best.
That's really what they're there for. That's the inspirational.
Yeah.
Talk.
One of the best keynotes that I ever saw was at that Genesis event in Denver. It was by this photographer that I had never heard of. Have you heard of this? His name is like Platon or something like that. This guy has taken pictures of some of the leaders of like different countries, presidents, like over the years. He's got all these great pictures of these influential and people that we all know, but he's got these unique images that he took of them, and he tells a story behind the images and behind why this was important and why on this picture was taken on this day where this person had to do something. And it was the combination of the pictures and the stories.
And just fascinating.
People were crying. There was people actually weeping in the audience because some of these stories, like they're not always the big and well-known people. There's this one picture of this little girl, and she unfortunately had lost a leg, but her eyes burned right through you. And he told the story of why he got a chance to take this picture. And I'm telling you, grown men were crying.
Well, that's really just what people don't understand about photography and photographers, great photographers. They actually capture that essence. And when they tell you the story of how they got that, it can be very, very powerful.
And I'll tell you right now, that was so memorable. I will remember that more than the CEO's keynote where he's talking about the stuff.
Well, obviously, who was the CEO's keynote?
I don't even know who he is.
See, that's what I'm saying, right? So I mean, that's part of putting together the entire event. Part of it has to have something that's memorable, and that's why they call me.
They call you to open the doors. To get some sandwiches from time.
See, I'm not even going to go here with him.
Anyway, now you know what? I am now actually excited about going back on the road. I needed this kind of conversation because you know me, I like being at home.
Hopefully you'll have some new experiences to talk about, and
I hope so. And and I have to admit, I do approach conferences differently now than I did pre-pandemic. Absolutely.
It just gives me an excuse for not networking.
What? Wait, you go to conferences and you don't network?
No, I don't.
Come on, man. I know that's a bunch of bull. People are always coming up to you. What are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, that's true. They come up to me. Okay, fine.
So in other words, well, now if Gary V wasn't there, I guess you just like, oh yeah, they come up. But if
Now,
Gary V were there, you'd be like,
oh, I mean, like, look, if there is, so I'll give it like, Amber's asking because she's been to TSP. Everybody kind of knows me because I'm in the community. I'm one of the coaches, right? But after the event is over, you won't find me. I'm not going to be hanging out at the bar.
you used to do that stuff. What happened? Why do you not do that anymore? Because you used to do that.
I know. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I don't want to say anything stupid, but I don't really have to, so I don't
Did
feel
you have to before? I mean, what's.
Yeah. I mean, and then there's certain events, like I'm getting ready to go to this SBDC event. I'm probably going to network because, there's possibility.
Is that because of the business possibility?
Yeah, there's possibility of getting more business and stuff. But, I don't know. I just don't like. We've talked about that. I told you that on the last time.
I know, and I still find it hard to believe because I'm the introvert. I'm the real introvert here.
I'm
the introvert's introvert.
I'm very introverted.
You're like an extroverted introvert.
I know, but that's totally put on. That's I have to get myself all liquored up, and then I'll be an extrovert.
That's why you need me to give you the hype, because I know when I say the cold one, the bold one, the jungle, your face lights up. It's even lighting up now.
That
is your hype man. And you know who's the best hype man of all? Ramon. The way he hype.
Ramon is probably the best hype man on the planet after Flavor Flav.
All right. So one last story, because I think this is my favorite thing that ever happened beyond even Barry Bonds. Last year, I was at a conference for a company called Verint. It was in Vegas. It was at, I think, the Venetian, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And they engaged us to do a CRM Players episode. Well, actually, a series of them. They got us the main stage, and we had, not only were we on the main stage, they gave us an audio and video, a totally complete AV crew, like a 5-camera setup. And an actual announcer for us, and they did a special intro. They got the song that we wanted, and when the kind of the camera started rolling, they hit it, and it was like a Vegas opening for us. I got it on recorded, and we come and we walk down this thing, and we sit down, and it was like we were doing a full-blown talk show. The showgirls were somewhere else, but it was
big audience.
It was the coolest thing. It was a huge audience.
Very cool.
It was very cool. So that's probably my favorite experience of all, is kind of being like a show host at a Las Vegas Strip hotel casino, and having people come and sit down, and we would talk with them, and then they keep going, and it's all recorded. So okay. I have it for posterity's sake.
That's great.
That is really cool.
Ask me mine.
All right. But before I ask you yours, Ardeen? Ardeen? Okay.
Hey! I was waving to her earlier.
Is she like part of the Minions?
No. Not anymore. She's an alum.
She graduated. Okay.
Yes, she's an alum.
All right. So what is your absolute best moment? You probably never even heard this story. I don't tell this story. I let other people tell this story because it sounds so incredibly unbelievable. Okay, before you tell it, I gotta address Ardeen real quick. Hey, coach, that's my coach. We almost made it through a whole show where I didn't have to worry about that.
Hey, don't hate.
I mean, I don't know Ardeen, but I'm sure you're a very nice person.
Don't hate.
Yeah. All right, I'm not gonna. All right, go ahead.
So, Australia, after the conference, the next night after the conference, they have a big, what do they call it? Gala event, charity gala.
Like a reception.
Right?
Okay.
Yep. And everybody gets dressed, and they get dressed to the nines, right? And so I'm always trying to figure out what to wear, right? Because I don't want to get too dressed up, or I don't want to be in a suit all the time. So this year I decide I'm going to get a very hip hop outfit. So I got this white outfit. It's got a hoodie. I got my chains on. I got like gold bling bling all the down right. And so I go to the event, take pictures, blah blah blah. Again, I'm ready to leave before everybody else, so I'm sneaking out. Right? It's at a conference center that's attached to a sports arena. Right? So I'm coming down the steps and I'm walking out, and these kids from the concert or whatever the hell they were at see me and they freak out. They're like, "Oh my God, who are you? Can I get a picture?" For real, man. It was the weirdest shit I've ever had, right? So I'm doing that. And then one of the security guys from the conference that I'm at, he's down and he sees me and he gets me kind of away from the kids, right? So he goes back and tells Phil, which is the guy that was a conference guy, my buddy, about what happened. So Phil's like, "Bro, you need to come back to the after party." So we're at a club now at the after party. And he's like, make sure you got on your outfit. And he sends the security guy to get me. Security guy. Now, mind you, this club is 3 blocks away, bro, from the hotel.
3 blocks.
3 blocks. Three blocks away. He's like, "Get in the car." I'm like, "What the fuck? We can just walk over. Why am I getting in the car?" Right? So I got on this whole outfit, this whole gig. We pull up to the club. Phil and like all of his boys are standing out there like security.
Oh, God.
Bro, yes. They open the door for me. They escort me into the back of the club. That's DJ Colder Ice. Yo, I don't want y'all.
DJ Colder
It
Ice.
was DJ Colder Ice. See, that's what I'm saying. If I tell you the story, it's unbelievable. But when my boy tells it, he's like, "Yeah." So they literally had a VIP table for me. They was bringing me drinks.
Wow.
I was like, "I got to go to the bathroom." He's like, wait. So one of the security goes with me to the bathroom, is moving people out of the way.
Damn.
It was the funniest night of my life, man.
Wow.
It was hilarious. But
How long ago was that?
Huh?
How long ago was that?
Maybe 6. Yeah.
What city was this?
It's called the Gold Coast.
Oh, this is back when you were in Australia. Okay.
Yeah, in Australia. But it was the funniest. Yeah, and that's basically their Vegas, right? So they pulled this whole shenanigans at this club. It was hilarious. So, we got total VIP simply because DJ Colder Ice was in town.
Dang. That's a good story. I ain't gonna front. Hey, Trevor. All right. Good to see you. All right. I was like all set to have a really great long weekend, and then I see Amber here.
Oh, what? That's true. Thank you, Amber Arden. I mean, come on.
Can't I ever have a nice weekend? See, DJ Colder Ice. DJ Colder Ice. First of all, he ain't no damn DJ.
Well, if you can call yourself one,
I can definitely. I've got the equipment right here. I can get right on the tables right now.
That would really prove.
I ain't gonna front. Remember the time you had to try the eggs?
Oh my God, yeah, that's another great story.
I will never embrace it, Amber. Sorry, no embracing going on here.
Yeah, these are fun stories.
You know what they are. I'm glad we did this because I was kind of not looking forward to getting back on the planes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you got to get on the plane to get these.
Get back on the plane, man.
These great moments together, bro.
Absolutely. All right. Well, this has been actually what started out as like a nothing. Actually, this was a good show.
It turned into a good show.
Absolutely. Even despite all the Coach John talk,
it wasn't. I mean, the hate, man.
And now I got DJ Colder Ice talk to go along with it. Good Lord, what the hell? At least I've got my Gary V.
Again, more hate. Oh my gosh, you are a professional hater, bro.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I ain't fronting. I ain't running. I ain't dipping.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we hope you have a great holiday weekend.
Yes.
Thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Ready for the fourth quarter.
We will be back next Friday. And in the meantime, just enjoy yourself. Deuces.
Peace.
We're out.